Chargers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Murray now. He'll try and do this himself. And it is caught. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the 2 of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
On 1st down, it's Benson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Cardinals at 12-2 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
Got a man here, it's Wilson. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray. Going right back to Wilson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Michael Wilson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals are on the board first here this afternoon. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him, otherwise you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
Play action. It's Herbert. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's second down.
Well, this defense for the Cards, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Lion. Hey, OP.
On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
You look at this Arizona defense.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 35 now.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the
We'll
football.
see if they can disrupt it here.
Completes this to Elijah Higgins.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10.
Now Murray off play action. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And that just enough to get it done.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Here's Herbert. We'll get this complete to Trey Harris. Room to maneuver at the 35. Sheds off the tackle. And finally taken down at the 34. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there.
Set. 380. Delta. Stop. Set.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line.
Set. 380. Set.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
That one complete to McConkey.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him,
Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Walter Nolan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They snap it to Herbert. Oh, a poor throw there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
To throw is Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Benson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
And the Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On play action, it's Murray. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Throwing now is Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
But that was a beautifully executed screen pass. He let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space, the big guys leading the way.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They run here with Rico Dowdle.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Kyler going to give this to Benson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Murray now to throw.
Open man here is Benson.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
And the Cardinals first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Benson will take this one in. It's a Cardinal touchdown.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Back to throw here, Herbert. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First down.
The shotgun snap for Herbert. He gets this to Hampton. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking left side, and he's got a man. And it's a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Henry. And they will finally bring this one back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Hampton is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Herbert now. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now it's Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. That is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open book beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's 2nd and 10. Murray going to throw. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slow if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Herbert. That's complete to his running back, Hampton. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, LA! Len McConkey, 55 yards. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
15-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. To throw, it's Murray. Wilson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
3-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before it gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And what a nice example there. The tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
On the handoff, Benson running right. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd down and a yard. Another run here with Benson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Here's Murray. And a completion to Wilson. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Murray now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Murray. That's complete to McBride. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Play fake. Murray. And it's caught. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the Chargers' 3-yard line.
Murray to air it out again. Now he'll tuck this and run. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Throwing again, Murray. Oh, no, he lost the football. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one, so you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, "Oh, heck, kick it, field goal time."
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Charger drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, look and repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. A gain of 5, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Herbert changing things up.
It's a gain of 6.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Gain of 12. 1st down, Los Angeles.
Here's Herbert. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
1st down.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
This will be caught at about the 5.
And the Chargers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Herbert back to the air. And he's got it. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Ready, go.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr., 46 yards. And the Cardinals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Here's 2nd down. Herbert going to give to Hampton. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Phillips on the stop. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Chargers
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Herbert. Pass complete to Harris.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
First down, Chargers.
Herbert going to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Here comes 2nd down. Now Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
First down. It's a gain of 6.
Herbert.
The Chargers first down.
This one finds McConkey.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
Here's 1st and 10.
To throw is Murray.
That's caught by Wilson.
I don't know that those medium 5-ish-yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
The 42-yard line.
Back to throw. Murray. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. A handoff here to Benson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And to the left side here, Wilson. And outbounds right around the 20. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Murray to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate it.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Here now, third down. Now Murray. That is incomplete.
That's taking a big risk in this late stage. They're not thinking field goal, though. They wanted to leave no doubt on that one. So they took the shot at the end zone, but it winds up incomplete.
The field goal, a 45-yard attempt.
And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So 4 quarters couldn't settle a winner, and now the Chargers going to get the first opportunity here at OT as the kick is away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it will quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. Got a chance.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. Well, that turned out to be the perfect time to dial the screen. The Red Sea parted.
Did it ever, and you just wonder, did fatigue play a part in this? Because we're in overtime. And all I mean by that is sometimes with fatigue, you slow down mentally. You don't read your keys. You don't see the play develop. And boy, it popped big for him, didn't it?
It did indeed. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Shifts by him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice game, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having. I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line.
Set.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
We'll play only the 1 overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Herbert to throw. Over the middle and caught by McConkey.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
Cap it, cap it, cap. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty.
Ready.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
80.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And his kick is good. And they have regained the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
So only a field goal on that opening drive of overtime. Will that hold up? We'll find out as it kicks away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously a touchdown will win it. This one finds Wilson downfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
And the Cardinals, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT.
Things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, for them, a really nice victory and a high-scoring output.
You're right about that, because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So for the Cards, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for L.A., it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew,